Welcome back, everyone. This is GTA Failer. In our last video, we suffered through Blood Bowl, which left us right here outside of Corvin Stadium. This video is all about the 3 Chiliad Challenge races. Let's go ahead and hop into the Blood Ring Banger. We got this for passing the 1-minute challenge in Blood Bowl. Let us never speak of that mission again. We'll skip the trip back over here to Suburban on the first island. And gang, this is a special video because number 1, we never have to do fucking Blood Bowl again. And number 2, this is our very last trip to Suburban. Once we throw on the 2 new articles of clothing here in this episode, we will have tried on every piece of clothing in Suburban, except for a couple of hats. I'll show them to you. So we're going to throw on the Rockstar sweatshirt. I'll show you all of those green things, means that we've purchased all of those shorts and pants and things like that. The light, kind of like the pale yellow thing, that's the thing we're actively wearing. And the only thing that we're not actually going to have purchased everything for is the hats. The red cap and the blue cap are just color swaps of each other, and I showed you the red cap normal and backwards and sideways and tilted, and I showed you the blue cap normal and up, so that's enough of those two. And the only new thing here is the green skull cap, and now we are officially done with Suburban. But more importantly, done with fucking Blood Bowl. All right, let's head over to the second island. We'll skip the trip back over there, and we'll head to the crash mission marker. Again, the only available mission. This is what you're expected to do right after you pass the mission Green Saber. And the game will really, the crash police officers deposit us unceremoniously here in Angel Pine. And I'll just show you that Mount Chiliad is, in theory, very close to that spawn point, that starting mission marker. I'm going to point out that the time when we cross this road here is 8:40, and I'm going to point that out because even though like Mount Chiliad is this massive mountain here on our left, like it's right here, if we could just take a direct path up there, it would take hardly any time. I'm going to put this in quadruple speed, because gang, it takes a freaking long time to get up here. It's all of these switchbacks. Look at the mini map. Like we're hardly covering any vertical distance. We're just covering a lot of horizontal distance, right? Back and forth, back and forth. Now, you can get up the mountain much faster than I'm doing here by like running up or like taking a motorcycle up some of the faces of the mountain that are not quite steep enough to stop you from motorcycling up there. But I just wanted to show you one time in quadruple speed, the typical path, the expected path, which took, I think, something like 2.5 minutes, right? Like 8:40 was when we crossed that road. Okay, so we grabbed the armor, and that bike right there is the mission-specific bike to start all 3 of the Chiliad challenges. Saving my game here, I'll hop on and show you can't start this mission except between 7 a.m. and 6 p.m. So let's make it so. And now we hop on and into the first of the 3 races. This one is called the Scotch Bonnet Yellow Route. There are 6 racers altogether, including us. And it's just another checkpoint race, so I'm not going to show you this whole thing here. I'll show it to you in my final attempt at this mission later on in this video. You need to finish first, so the first fail state that I'll show you here is not finishing first. So we finished second or third right there. New best time, 2:11. Loser, that is harsh. The next fail state is if you abandon your bike for too long, you're given 25 seconds to hop back on. So at the end of that 25-second timer, loser, you have been disqualified for leaving your vehicle. Another fail state is for shooting any of the other competitors. That's kind of a no-no. What does it call us here? Oh, still loser. You have been disqualified from the race. The wiki shares that you fail for killing any of the other competitors with any gun except for a sniper rifle. Yeah, for some reason this one is allowed. I don't know what message Rockstar is sending, but yeah, you can shoot anybody with the sniper rifle and continue this race. And let's take that shooting with a sniper rifle thing to an extreme. I saw this technique from a YouTuber named Gjrth, Gjrth. So they showed that you can like really lose the race. Like all 5 of the other opponents have crossed the finish line. Take a look at the placement in the bottom right and look as I improve my position every time by shooting somebody with a sniper rifle. I think that's a lesson for us all. So you can use this technique if you're struggling with this one or the second race. The third race is really tough. So if you're struggling with any of them and you have some sniper bullets, you can win easily with this technique. It's really easy to fall off of this narrow path, and the programmers did a nice job of putting a failsafe in, so if you get too far off of the path, they generously put you right back down where you belong. Normally I don't show you the fail state that is wasted, because you fail every mission for being wasted, but look at the terrible message, so mean, wasted loser. The wiki says that there's a glitch where if you jump off course and then while you're falling through the air, hop off the bike and quickly pull your parachute, then the game will teleport you back up onto the track. That's normal, but it will give you a glitched parachute. You'll be in a glitched state. Unfortunately, I couldn't get it to work. Here it says you've been disqualified from the race for no given reason at all. The wiki says that it was patched out after version 1.01, so I couldn't show it off, but if you take a look at the wiki page for this mission, which is linked below, you'll see you can find a video of somebody doing this kind of glitched parachute thing. In this attempt, a poor airplane crashed into Mount Chiliad. Actually, a bunch of airplanes crashed into Mount Chiliad over my attempts, so just figured I'd show that one off. Take a look at CJ's shorts before we hop on the bike. These are the blue chonglers, the blue shorts, and they always change when you start this mission. Reading from the wiki, when starting a course, CJ's pants will change to all shorts from Pro Laps. That's another one of the clothing stores. The pants are also used during the Beat the Cock triathlon events. They will be available in your wardrobe once you complete this course, once you complete one of the Chiliad challenges. So without actually buying them, you get access to the ball shorts. And now we get to my final attempt at these 3 races, and I'm just going to show you each race one time all the way through, no cuts. And I thought that my challenge was going to be to complete each of the 3 races with a 4-star wanted level, and I thought that it would be more challenging because I'd be like harassed by all the cops and everything. And that's why in the last odds and ends video, I grabbed a bunch of weapons because I thought I would use those weapons here in this video to get myself a 4-star wanted level. But when I tried these races with a 4-star wanted level, it turned out there was no challenge at all because the police had an awful hard time getting anywhere up this mountain. It's just so steep and so difficult to navigate that it wasn't a challenge. So different challenge is just to have a nice clean run on each of the 3 courses. So no smacking into the mountain, no smacking into the orange barrier on the side, no crashing into anything and falling off the bike, no coming to a complete stop. Like I wanted to go for it, like have a pretty good velocity the whole time. Just a clean run is all I was looking for. Oh, check out that 360 spin. All right, yes, I smacked into the mountain, but that was a cool 360 spin. We're going to go with it. So that's it. I'm just going to show you each of the courses with a nice clean run. Mind you, I'm not showing you any of my fails, and especially in that third race, the third race coming up, there were a lot of fails, gang. I probably tried the third race something like 40 times before I had a run that I was happy with. So we're just about done with this very first race. Keep it steady, hold on, GTA failure. The finish line is just up ahead. So my time here, 1:43. Let us know your best time for this race. Winner, winner, you won. The Bird's Eye Winder race is now available. All right, so we'll skip the trip back up to the top of Mount Chiliad. This one starts in exactly the same place, and as we saw right there, this one is called the Bird's Eye Winder. And it's different, even though it's going to look the same. The other course was called the Scotch Bonnet Yellow Route, and you're going to see that at some point we're going to kind of bear to the right instead of making a U-turn to the left like we did in that first course. So while we watch my super clean attempt at this second of 3 races, let's go ahead and read from the wiki about the Chiliad Challenge. By the way, this is where the 2 courses deviate, and the other course is going to bear left at this fork coming up. Right here, bear left for the first course, we bear to the right for this second course. Let's go ahead and read from the wiki now. You need to have a cycling skill at least 40% in order to start the race. There are 3 courses that need to be completed for 100% completion in the game. All 3 courses share the same finish zone and final sector. Completing the first course unlocks the second one, and completing the second one unlocks the third and final course. Once you beat all 3 challenges, if you decide you want more Chiliad challenge in your life, you can head back up to the top of the mountain, hop on the bike, and then you will start over with the first course again. And if you beat that one, then you will be allowed to do the second course. You have no choice, it just cycles around, and you always do the next course in the cycle. Coming back to the wiki, the opponents seem to utilize rubber band AI, a concept which tries to ensure that neither the player nor the NPCs get too far ahead or too far behind. So if you're really awesome at this, then the NPCs will be much faster than they normally are. And if you suck at this, the NPCs will kind of slow down and wait for you just so you have a chance, and trying to make every race interesting, right? Every race exciting. The third race, which we haven't yet seen in this video, features wooden ramps, and the wiki says that those kinds of features did not exist in mountain biking in the early 1990s, which is when San Andreas is set, but they did grow in popularity in the world of mountain biking in the mid-90s and onwards. The wiki points out that your best time on each of these 3 races surprisingly does not show up anywhere in the stats menu. The wiki also says that all 3 of these courses take their names from chili peppers. So the 3 courses are called the Scotch Bonnet Yellow Route, the Bird's Eye Winder, and Cobra Run. And boys and girls, it is time for a lesson in chili peppers. From Wikipedia, the Scoville scale is a measurement of spiciness of chili peppers and other substances recorded in Scoville heat units, abbreviated SHU, Scoville heat units. It is based on the concentration of capsaicinoids, among which capsaicin is the predominant component. The scale is named after its creator, American pharmacist Wilbur Scoville, whose 1912 method is known as the Scoville organoleptic test. The Scoville organoleptic test is a subjective assessment derived from the capsaicinoid sensitivity by people experienced with eating hot chilies. Now let's share some specific Scoville scale scores for some very common peppers. So starting with the bell pepper, which you'll find at your local grocery store, which is typically green, has a Scoville score of 0. No spiciness at all. A banana pepper, which you probably will also find at your grocery store, it's unsurprisingly yellow, has a Scoville score of between 0 and 500 Scoville heat units, SHU. The jalapeno pepper is typically green and has something between 2,500 and 10,000 on this scale. So there's my best time, 3 minutes, 11 seconds. Let us know your best time for this one in the comments section below. And now we'll start the final race. It's called Cobra Run, and it is a doozy. I did at least 40 runs at this race before getting a run that I was satisfied with. The last course, the last track, is called Cobra Run. And the black cobra pepper is a pepper, which I'm going to read here from the website pepperscale.com. It says they have a biting, bitter, medium heat, 20,000 to 40,000 Scoville heat units that reach cayenne pepper levels of spiciness, but like with other ornamental peppers, don't expect many nuances in flavor. These are chilies with a lot of looks, but little complexity to their taste. This jump coming up right here off of the ramp is a unique jump, but I took it really slow because I didn't want to get credit for the unique jump. I'll do all of the unique jumps here on the second island in a future video. The second race is called the Bird's Eye Winder, so forget about the winder part, but Bird's Eye is in fact a chili pepper. So I see it here on Wikipedia in their list. It's got a Scoville score something between 50,000 and 100,000 SHU. It's a chili pepper variety that is native to Mexico, cultivated across Southeast Asia, and used extensively in many Asian cuisines. You might have heard of the habanero chili. That one is between 100,000 and 350,000 SHU. And in that same rating, you'll find the Scotch bonnet pepper. And the very first course that we did here in the Chiliad Challenge is called the Scotch bonnet yellow root. So the Scotch bonnet pepper is the hottest of the 3 named peppers here in the 3 courses, scoring somewhere between 100,000 and 350,000 SHU. From Wikipedia, it's a variety of chili pepper named for its supposed resemblance to a Scottish Tam O'Shanter bonnet. It's native to the Americas, which originated in the Amazon basin, Central and South America. If you have any memories you'd like to share about the 3 races here in the Chiliad Challenge, throw them in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you real soon.